Hey guys and welcome. My name is Brandon Bigham and this is podcast number 3. As you guys know from the first 2 podcasts, my final project will be a research proposal over the massively multiplayer online role-playing game World of Warcraft. In podcast number 2, I gave you guys some information on the theory I will be using for the final project, uses and gratifications. This week I would like to give you some information on a couple more concepts I will be using in the literature review. The main concept I want to talk to you today about is telepresence. According to Jonathan Stewart, telepresence is defined as an experience of presence in an environment by means of a communication medium. In other words, telepresence refers to the mediated perception of an environment. This environment could include an animated but non-existent virtual world synthesized by a computer. These animated worlds could be created by a video game. There are 2 determinants of telepresence. The first is vividness. The second determinant is interactivity. Vividness refers to the ability of a technology to produce a sensory-rich mediated environment. There are 2 dimensions of vividness, breadth and depth. Breadth is a function of the ability of a communication medium to present information across the senses. In 1966, Gibson defined 5 distinct perceptual systems: the basic orienting system, the auditory system, the haptic or touch system, the taste-smell system, and the visual system. Vividness also depends on the depth of the sensory information. An image with greater depth is generally perceived as being higher quality than one with lesser depth. Depth depends directly on the amount of data encoded and the data bandwidth of the transmission channel. Interactivity refers to the degree to which users of a medium can influence the form or content of the mediated environment. There are 3 dimensions of interactivity: speed, range, and mapping. Speed refers to the rate at which input can be assimilated into the mediated environment. Range refers to the number of possibilities for action at any given time. And mapping refers to the ability of a system to map its controls to changes in the mediated environment in a natural and predictable manner. Mapping essentially refers to the way in which human actions are connected to the actions within the mediated environment. Vividness and interactivity are both positively related to telepresence. The more vivid and the more interactive a particular environment is, the greater the sense of presence invoked by that environment. Video game players describe the experience of moving an animated car on screen as driving. This situation invokes a feeling of telepresence. One of the goals of my research proposal is to determine the amount of telepresence felt by the users of the online role-playing game World of Warcraft. Hopefully by now you guys have a better understanding of the key concepts I'll be using for my research proposal. Join me next time and I'll give you a complete breakdown of the final project. Thanks a lot.